It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty. Stop being... Yo, listen, I have to give y'all a reminder again. We are now closer to the new year than we are to the year we're in currently. We're closer to January this way than we are that way. What are you waiting for? Whatever it is, cut that. Ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. If you got this girl breaking your balls, she ain't bringing you happiness no more. She is not the joy you need when you walk through the door. You busting your ass at work or school or with the kids or just dealing with everyday living or stresses that men deal with. And you walking through the door and got to deal with this wild hyena. She's got to go. You still hanging around people that they don't want to acknowledge where you at. They just want to keep reminding you of where you was because they still back there. They not acknowledging none of the dope shit you doing with your life or trying to do with your life. They just want to keep talking about the old days where you're just doing a bunch of knucklehead dumb shit because they don't want to acknowledge your growth. Get them out of here. That gym membership that's waiting for you, it's waiting for you. It's right there. Get in there, man. Anything that your goals is, anything that's taking away from your peace, they have to go. Start now. Get them out of here. And then easy to block. Woo. Oh my God. I gave you a shitty introduction. Yeah. You know what it is? I ain't gonna say the rant or the motivational speech. I'm just speaking from the heart when I talk to y'all. This is not pre-written, pre-recorded, pre-thought. There's no edits. I'm just going from my heart to the screen and speaking my advice, my motivation, my knowledge in some areas, my everyday trying to let the consumer know that I'm just like you. I'm just another man just like you. I'm trying to make it work just like you. I'm trying to figure it out just like you. I make mistakes. I just like you. And I'm not doing the most extravagant, incredible things in my life, but I'm doing some things, and you can too. So that's where these motivational rants come from. But yesterday, I got so into it, I gave y'all a little shitty intro, so I had to make sure we started this off right. Easy to block versus DNA. Does anybody care? Who cares? Anybody? Now, that's not me speaking. This was a title of a live that Easy to Block did. That was his title. So I'm piggybacking off of that title, put it in my title, and I'll tell you who cares. I do. I think Easy to Block versus DNA would be a dope-ass battle. I think DNA is definitely one of those great to have on your resumes. I think he doesn't get enough credit that he deserves. I think that a comeback from DNA would be cool because he's definitely got oversaturated. He definitely was oversaturated. Like, 100%, I'm sorry, man. Like 300 battles and all this shit. Like, you're tired of seeing a motherfucker. Like, yo, we get it. You're good. Enough of you. Like, it just comes to that. I'm sorry. It just, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your favorite food is right now, if your favorite food is cheeseburger, I'm going to give you 300 cheeseburgers. I'm going to give you a cheeseburger every day for the next 300 days. I guarantee you'll never want to eat another fucking cheeseburger again after you get past 50 every day. You know what I'm saying? Too much of something ain't good. And, a lot of these battle rappers, they tend to oversaturate themselves. And then they end up walking into a body bag like DNA did in his last battle, respectfully, right? I had to go look at the archives. I'm like, damn, when's the last DNA battle? Which I'm pretty sure was a Jerry West battle that did not go well for you because it was just seeing you too much. I just think what that is. I don't think he's, DNA's super talented. He's a great addition to any card. I feel like right now, DNA doesn't really scream out headliner for me, though. I got to be straight up with you. I don't think has DNA even been many headliners on URL or anything like that? Let me know. If I don't know, a Gnome, has he headlined a Node? Has he headlined Summer Madnesses or RBEs. Has he? I'm not sure. Maybe he has. I'm not dissing. I'm asking generally. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. I think this would be a good headliner because you have another force there. You know what I'm saying? Also, I said it to myself before I see DNA say it himself that it would be super fire if DNA battles Easy the Block Captain without using that angle. Yo, Easy the Block Captain is such a dope battler. So dangerous. Such a dangerous battle rapper, and technically one of the biggest names right now. He is one of the biggest draws no matter what, and he was this before Remy Ma. You cannot take that away from him. Easy the Block Captain was the hottest shit in battle rap. They call him the algorithm for a reason. Straight up. I fucks with Easy. I think his shit is lit. Yeah, you know, I threw some shade his way when he does shady shit. When he did whack shit, I made it clear that he did some whack shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is about. This is about keeping it real. Nobody's perfect. I live in non-perfection. I'm not perfect. I'm learning every single day. I don't stop learning. I make mistakes all the time. I learn from them and I try to be better from them. You know, I acknowledge. I take the accountability, man. This world is lacking accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, ridiculous, yo. If you fuck up, it's okay to fuck up, but you know, it's also okay to say I'm sorry. It's okay to be wrong. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, if someone's wrong or does some wrong shit or whacking a battle, we're gonna make it clear, but we're also gonna show love where love is due when people are doing dope shit. You know, so you know, Easy the Block Captain has done a lot to earn some praise, straight up. So salute to him. And a salute to DNA. I don't think the DNA's like, yeah, it has to make sense if URL wants me to battle a new guy. And what does that mean? Money? That doesn't make sense for us. I mean, congratulations, live your life, get your money, get your bag. But I'm talking about from the consumer. We don't give a fuck what you get paid. Give a fuck if you get paid $100,000 or $10. It does not matter to us. We do not care. We just want to see the battlers that we like seeing against battlers we like seeing, and you guys go on the stage and murder each other verbally. That's what all we care about. We do not care about your bag whatsoever. Sorry, not sorry. At the end of the day, DNA versus Eunice, I can give two shits about. DNA versus Foots, or I don't care if he battles elbow or forearm. I don't care about those battles. DNA has done enough. I mean, DNA, have some dignity here. You're gonna come back versus a rookie? Have some dignity, my man. So yes, if the question is, do we care about you and Easy? Yes, because unless you're coming back versus Easy, or I think DNA and Lux could be dope, man, because he just has that, like, DNA could tap. He could tap into any bag versus anybody. You know, like I said, I think this big gap away from him, you know, is dope. I also think, like, you know, listen, man, be confident. I heard a few of your rants. You know, you're talking heavy. You know, you're talking heavy, my man. You're talking heavy. Humble it down. You know, we always like DNA because he had a humble, you know what I mean? Guy gets a tooth, now suddenly, you know what I'm saying? You get a tooth, now you think you're cute. You know what I mean? Don't get your tooth and now think you're cute. You know, we rock with toothless DNA. That's who we rock with. That was always a big gap. Like, either he has like huge teeth or was he missing two of those motherfuckers? Like, I just remember the DNA gap was gigantic. And the fact that he wasn't spitting on everyone and getting his, you know, didn't have a lisp or nothing, he really mastered that gap. And now look at him. A successful family man. Salute to DNA. Just talking some shit, my man. Don't get emotional on me. Queens all day. I would love to see Easy the Block versus DNA. What do y'all think? I do not want to see DNA versus John the Don. Why are you stealing again, John? Is it A? I owe Danny Myers his money. Is it B? I owe Loso his money. Is it C? Where's Cassidy? Listen, man, at the end of the day, I see everything that's going on with John and Danny Myers and things like that. I mean, Danny, for God's sakes, we'll start with you, my brother. Have you not learned to not trust the battle rap world when it comes to your money? We didn't forget the 12K, Danny. People don't forget, Danny. People don't forget. You know, it sucks, though. You know, all kidding aside, it's like, Danny be the last. Danny has this. When you look at Danny Myers, it's like this is the last person you want to see something bad happen to. Like, he's bad at rap through and through. He loves the game. He battles everyone as if they're Loaded Lux. He gives 100% in everything that he does. He's just a student of the game and one of the best battle rappers to do it ever. He's definitely in that conversation. And you know, to see him like get jerked around, you know, it's kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's corny that like a guy like Danny has to chase down John for, you know, and then that's another thing too. You know, he's like, you know, $1,000, but it doesn't matter, man. If it's $1 or $1,000, you know, like I said, we don't care what you get paid, but in this scenario, it's kind of like, listen, dude, you know, it's a man. You know, I go to, you know, I go fix your sink. I want money to, because I think, you know, I do something. I did my job. Where's my compensation for it? You know what I mean? Why do I have, you know what I mean? This reminds me of like, you know what it is? I heard a good saying. My barber told me this. He says, you lend people money with your hand and you get your money back with your feet. Right? Because you hand them the money, but then you got to chase them down for your money. Remember the motherfucker on the block that like, you lend them something, or you let them hold something, then it's like, why do I feel like I have to remind you that you owe me money? Why do I have to hit you? Right? Because somebody's like, they give me every story in the world. Baby mama this, kid's that. He owes him and he owes her and all this bullshit. You remember, you had that story really sentimental when you were asking me for a fucking favor. But now suddenly every time I see you, oh, I forgot about that. Don't be a cornball, son. I hate people like that. I hate to use the word hate, but I really have a real distaste for people, a big dislike for motherfuckers that do shit like that. That's so corny to me. I mean, I'm kind of off the subject here, but basically, if you don't know, Danny battled Loso, didn't get his back end from John, had to wait 6 months for it. Then Danny had another battle and didn't get his money for it, again with John. Now, the Loso thing, for me, is no excuse, because it's like, what's going on? Like, why wouldn't, like, where's my money at? I'm not leaving the event till I get paid. You understand? Like, a lot of times you don't even have to ask. Like, ARP, like, your shit just hitting. The money's coming through. You have to hit ARP up. You know what I mean? I hanging around the event afterwards, you know, yo, BZ, they, you know, am I asking you for my second half? Oh no, ask this guy. Or like, you know, you're organic, oh yeah, what is it? I'll send it to you right now. Okay, Like, it's basically like that, you know what I mean? Like, you go up to the owner after the event, and you basically like, oh, when is the money gonna hit? Or they'll tell you, or whoever set up the battle. You have an idea how you get your money. But at the end of the day, you know, you need your money. You need your money. And like, why they waited 6 months for the money? That's just bad business. There's no other way around that. It's bad business. Like, why you trying to play me? Like, you're right, it comes to that. That's corny, man. John, that's dirty work. Now, I think that's dirty. But now, as far as the other thing, I think, I don't want to get at John about the Cassidy situation. Like, Cassidy did everybody dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, Cassidy told my I am battle rap. Well, you did battle rap dirty, homie. Like, you know, you ran off with John's down payment. The third party, whatever. John trying to be like, well, he doesn't owe me. Like, don't try to, don't cop out. He does owe you. He owes you. He owes you. It's your league, your brand, your face. We don't know you're private investor. For all we know, that's your titi. Like, what the fuck we give a shit? At the end of the day, you owe John a battle or the fucking money, Cassidy. Like, where the money at? And then you got people that John had to pay for that card, and they were probably dependent on the money that they were going to get back from the John versus Cassidy, but the battle with Cassidy never happens, or so that money doesn't come in, and then the money that we gave Cassidy doesn't come back. So where the fuck is the money? Well, how are we supposed to pay these people? I blame Cassidy. I don't want John to take the heat for that. I don't think that's fair whatsoever. I think Cassidy's the fault of that. Now, as far as the first thing, the Loso thing, is like, come on, John, get us together. Get us together. I'm clocking you. I will be clocking you. I'll be like, yo, John, what? You out to eat? Like, yo, for real, it'd be like that, yo. Like, I ain't trying to press you, but at the same time, I am. Like, if I'm dead, yo, bro, with someone, now this is off John. I mean, like, John, even though, like, we know, yo, John, you rocking that locks hat. I priced that shit. I know that shit like $150. Where my money? Every time I see you looking fresh, don't bring your pinky ring out to the next battle, John. Not that I'm going to take your battle and talk like that. I mean, I don't want to see you living good and you owe me money. I want to see struggle. Anyone who owes me money, you better look nasty. I want pitbull foam on the side of your mouth. I want dirty t-shirts I want that nasty wrinkled t-shirt that Murder Mook wore against A-Verb. I want yellow stains on the pitch, John. I want to see you living in depression. If you owe me money, that's the only way I'ma feel okay about you not paying me my money, because your life looks like it's in shambles. I want freckles falling off your face in the form of tears. Nah, man. So, at the end of the day, if someone owes you money, you want your money. So, as far as today goes, EAZY the Block versus DNA. Do we care? I do. Think it's a dope battle. The John, Danny, and I blame Cassidy. It's all Cassidy's fault, man. And at the end of the day, go for it, man. Go for it. Life is short. Go for it. Go for it. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. At the end of the day, if it's a question you have for someone, the worst thing they can say is no. At the end of the day, you miss every shot you don't take in life. Take that shot, take that chance. You never know. Stop being dirty.